In worst deals in music industry history today, we have a request to talk about George Clinton and his bands, the Parliament Funkadelic. George Clinton and the bands originated in 1964, rose to fame in the late 70s, and still touring today. Both Parliament and Funkadelic have had new recruits throughout their time in the industry. Coming together with George Clinton formed the supergroup. Music ownership issues have been going on with George Clinton since the 80s, and it impacted him throughout his life. The biggest problem came from an issue with Bridgeport Music owning over 170 songs written by George Clinton and the bands. Bridgeport obtained the ownership over the music from a deal that went down in 1982, which George Clinton said his signature was forged. This stopped any royalties coming in for the band, which still impacts them today, with many lawsuits going against Bridgeport from members of the band. There have been some wins, but overall, many losses. The ongoing issues started right in the 80s, first filing for bankruptcy, but saw these money issues throughout his career, and in 2015, starting Indiegogo campaigns for funds. Sadly, from the bankruptcy came the fact that George Clinton wouldn't be able to profit from songs since he didn't disclose them in possible future incomes. I do believe this does have a factor in why the band is still performing today. The love of music is there, but I'm sure touring helps with money. Looking up for George Clinton and P-Funk is the recent deal with Jampel Artist Management in April 22, which will handle their careers. At 80 years old, George Clinton was looking for a group that can help take care of his legendary status career as he enjoys it. I think that was a great move for him, especially after the long battles with ownership. For what made this deal so terrible came down to ownership that George Clinton didn't have. With his claims of his signature being forged, this put his life's work in others' hands. The issues stemming from it followed him throughout his career since the 80s. Over time, we have seen many problems arise from bands in the 60s, 70s, and 80s with their record labels for the same reasons. I mean, we are still seeing this today. In 2022, George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic are still touring as their influence has impacted the music we hear today. They are in a better position now after that recent deal with Jampel Artist Management to take care of them. Still, it is sad to see how much a bad deal can affect someone and a group for decades. Is this the worst deal in music industry history? I would say it is up there because of the fact that it impacted George Clinton and the band from the 80s till now, and that this was an ownership issue stemming from early record labels with artists. We see these examples in the music industry now, and I don't think there will be any changes soon. Artists will continue to evolve and take over with their leverage. George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic deserved better at their legendary status, and now I am glad to hear things are looking up. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.